and welcome back to Yes, I Said That on WCOBM.com. And this is the 420 segment, and it is today brought to you by my friends downtown LA's premier delivery service, Sticky Icky. You guys, they're awesome. You know, I've been going on this little search of finding people that actually give a care about the people that they're serving, and I called these guys and I talked to them, and I told them that I had cancer and that I was interested in, you know, some help. And the lady, you know, she didn't know everything there was to know, but you could tell that she had researched it and that she was learning and that she cared. And so I give them and they were quick. They got there on time. I mean, it was like I called them, I gave them my rec, my number. They verified it. It took maybe 15 minutes before I was able to call in my order. They showed up at my house probably in 30 minutes. They showed up with some very good product, and it was all Sticky Icky. I'm not going to pull that out here in the studio because it's stinky, and, you know, I'm respecting other people. But it does suit the name, Sticky Icky, and it was very quality.
But it's not icky?
It's icky, like, to somebody that doesn't like sticky, but it worked. I smoke cannabis for my appetite because it helps my appetite where other things don't. So, but I've also been looking for a vape line because smoking cannabis is very offensive to some people. And I don't want to go into somewhere and be smelling like dank green bud. So in my search for vape lines, I actually found this, and I like them, and it's called Spliffin. And it's not offensive.
It's an oil?
Yeah, it's. I mean, do you smoke ever?
I can't smell.
No,
I can't smell it.
Right? It's just vaping, and it tastes good. It's a pretty.
And the smoke that comes out doesn't have a scent.
Nice.
How is that?
So it's not offensive to you, then?
No, I can't. It's just you can see the smoke, but you can't. It doesn't smell like.
Right. So it's not offending people around you, and the case is pretty. It says that it's pure THC, sensual experience, uniquely pleasurable taste. I don't know how sensual it is, but then, you know, I'm not looking for sensual. But what I can say...
But I actually saw you walking across the street earlier. And you did have that very sensual look on your face.
See?
And you
had... It is?
Yes, exactly. So
I
think it's working without you realizing it.
Right. But it's spliffing. and I like them, you guys. I give them a thumbs up. I'm not really sure because I don't understand what the 0.5 ml, and honestly I don't remember how much this cost, but I noticed that either I smoked too much or it ran out kind of fast. I mean, like a little more than 24 hours before the first and it comes with this neat case, and it has a little charger, but this little cartridge here, it didn't last me a long time. So either I'm smoking too much or they should maybe add some more to it. I don't know, but they're nifty. I like them. It does the job, and they're quick, and it's Sticky Icky delivery service, downtown LA. And if you tell them that you saw this on here and you spend $100, they will put you in a drawing, and every Tuesday they have 20% off if you're a member. So call them up. They rock. Sticky Icky delivery service, downtown LA. Anyway, so Andrea, thank you so much. Andrea, see, I did that.
No, I like every version.
See.
It's the sensual Sticky Icky.
Sticky Icky. It works good, and they brought me some edibles, and their Sticky Icky stuff was, I mean,
how are the edibles?
Look, you know, edibles are, you know, I'm trying not to promote so much recreational on here because I'm really trying to take the
not
stigma.
For recreational.
But edibles really, personally, in my opinion, for medicinal purposes, it's really hard to gauge. Okay. It's really hard to, you know, if somebody has breast cancer and, you know, she's estrogen breast cancer per se, it's THC sensitive, and actually doing THC could cause that breast cancer to grow.
Oh wow!
If it was estrogen sensitive, so using an edible is more to play around, to kick back.
How about
Troche,
I have a girlfriend that does the gets CBD.
CBD is good
because it's just for, like, it doesn't give you any type of
there's
body
no psychoactive effects in THC.
Psychoactive
and
effects.
CBD. Yeah, most CBD that's here in the United States is actually from hemp. And it's grown somewhere else because it's not legal here yet. Because
which is a shame.
Yeah, well, all throughout human existence, hemp has been used as an important source of fuel, clothing, shelter, even food. Industrial hemp was widely grown all over this country until the early 1600s. Our founding fathers, George Washington, John Adams, Thomas Jefferson, all grew hemp on their private farms. You know, yeah.
Yeah, they say it's more durable and easier to grow than cotton.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but it doesn't threaten humanity. It threatens the big guys and the higher ups that have been lying to us, forever, that we've been allowing. It's not just their
who eventually
fault.
Their own conscience will, once they wake up, will hopefully turn themselves in, and they'll want to make change. Well, that's what we can hope for.
What I think is that's what, got me going on this show and just my whole mission. And it's just people one at a time helping each other. I think humanity itself is at a tipping point. And I think that if we don't step up together, awakened,
Well, I like how you said you're bringing out the dark and the light. And I think a part of waking up that you have to look at your dark.
Oh.
You have to face the darkest parts of yourself, the hardest parts there are to love.
Right.
If you can't love those parts of yourself, that's where the work is.
Right.
It's not about pushing it away and pretending that part of yourself isn't there. It's about, okay, how can this work to my favor? How can I befriend this part of myself and do good with it? So I think you pointing out the dark and exposing the dark is really important, because then you know what you're working with.
Mm-hmm. Right. And Byron Kelly, I think, has a thing called The Work, which is a really good...
Oh, yeah.
Is it Byron Kelly? Or
Katie.
Byron Katie, yeah.
I think that's it.
The Works, you can look it up. It's really...
she's actually in Ojai, California, is where her office is. And, she is a spiritual teacher that, has a whole question, how to question yourself.
Right. Yeah, I didn't realize she was actually in Ojai. That's interesting.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Yeah. So what, when we're going to, tell me a little bit, what is the Intuitive Observer, Andrea?
The Intuitive Observer is an online publication that I just started in May. It's going to change its look, and it's going to transform just like every human that's involved in it does. It's a platform for people to speak their own personal truth. What's true for you doesn't have to be true for me.
Exactly.
And the fact that simultaneous truths can exist. This is the reality in which I live in, and I make space for others too.
Nice.
And so I think when you come out, when you start going into the rabbit hole and you realize your whole life has been a lie and everything you've told yourself isn't true, where do you go? You find community. You find other people who are walking that walk. The Intuitive Observer is a place where people can show what that looks like, put out their opinions about politics, sex, cannabis. It's where your voice matters, and it's a place to be heard. So it's like Huffington Post meets Facebook. It's a personal expression of what's important to you.
Nice.
Yeah. So I've got millennial. My right-hand woman is she's a 25-year-old millennial who is a trailblazer who is really pushing me to get more digital savvy on there. So we've bought a new theme. We're going to upload it so people can post videos and all sorts of different types of podcasts and things like that. And it gives the theme is we choose the news and we provoke new thought.
Right.
So
thought. Exactly.
The new thought.
Noticing, being aware. Right.
Yes.
We started lying to our children immediately with Santa Claus. This big fat guy's gonna bring you presents. He can watch and see everything that you're doing, and if you're bad, you're not gonna get them.
Are you trying to tell me Santa Claus isn't for real? Because
the fucking tooth fairy is kind of cute.
You're gonna break my heart.
Yeah, you'll mend, honey. We're gonna have a word from our sponsors, and we're gonna come back and learn more about the Intuitive Observer.